Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the ranch. My name's Steve. Thanks for joining me this morning. This is an impromptu video about wildlife interacting on the ranch. As you can see behind me, we have our local elk herd, at least part of it. They're in the field to the west of the house. And right now they're pretty much sitting down chewing cud, taking a break from a lot of eating earlier today. Now, I tried to get on camera earlier this morning. We had some drama out in the alfalfa area, the portion that is fenced off with electronet fencing for the sheep, the ewes, and we let the ewes out every morning onto that field this time of year. And I couldn't this morning. In fact, you might hear in the background, they're making a lot of hollering over there to be let out. But first, I need to address the problem with having the elk in their enclosure, because the elk, even though they do, if they take the time, as shown in one of my previous shorts, to test the fence to see if it's electric, sometimes they just hop over it and they get out in the middle, and then if something startles them, they'll go ahead and bolt, and that's not good. We don't want them to bolt. They go through the fence, they take it with them. I found pieces literally 50 yards from where they were in the ground, as they've ripped up stakes and pulled the whole fence line down. So, and drag it with them, I should say also. That is a problem. We love them. They tend to do the same thing with barbed wire. So if they get startled, they will bolt on you and go right through the fence if they don't see it. So we try to keep that to a minimum. Luckily, we have our livestock guardian dogs, they see them as livestock, so they're not too worried about them. The white-tailed deer, that's a completely different story, along with the mule deer. They'll chase them out, which is fine because they carry a lot of diseases, even though the elk do too, that can communicate with our sheep flock and be a problem. So things like blue tongue, that's probably our biggest fear here, is blue tongue, because that's just about 100% deadly, if not, and it can be really bad to get that into your flock and lose your flock overnight, literally. Now, as you've been watching this, you can tell they really haven't done much. And let's face it, if you're in a big herd of Rocky Mountain elk out in the real wilderness and not these urbanized freeloaders, then there's no way in heck you get this close to them, especially this time of year, which we're right in the middle of hunting season. They're cool, they're calm, they're not being chased, they're not having hunting pressure. Down here, they do take advantage of the livestock guardian dogs in the area that tend to keep the wolves at bay, and they don't have a problem with coyotes, but bears also. We do have the bears coming through this time of year, getting ready to find anything they can along the river and eat before hibernation. So they're really out there in force down in the lowlands at this time. So as I described before, we had a cow and a couple juveniles, a couple calves out in the alfalfa area, fenced in. So I really had to take my time and make a lot of noise up here by the horse pens and let them know it's time to leave. Their time is up and we share it. So we had a cow and calf go over. I tried to get my camera out for it. I just did not have the time getting the gloves off to video it. And they finally, all three of them hopped over the fence without taking it down. But before I go and let the sheep out, I need to drive the fence. For now, this is where they'll lay for the next hour or two. And they might possibly get up when I drive down along the fence line, but they're pretty lazy and they're pretty used to me. And I'm used to standing up doing fence work and looking around, and right behind me I might have 10 yards away a couple cows just standing there munching. They truly are silent as they move through the wilderness. Okay, let's go check the fence line. On the way out, you'll notice we go through what every ranch has. Their junkyard, leftovers, and equipment not being used this time of year. So this fence line right here is what we're going to be checking. And we went right by the whole herd to my right. Closest one is about 10 yards away. She just sort of looked over at me like, I know you. So right along here is where we had some fence problems. I don't see anything there. Of course, we have an outhouse. That's sort of rare on a ranch, but comes in handy. There's the riverbank and the river down below. Maybe we'll take a quick swing here. As I'm driving, I'm checking out all this fence. It's looking pretty good. Let's look down at the river, see what's going on today. This is the Kettle River in northeast Washington. It comes down from Canada, goes back up to Canada. Oh, here we got a bunch of elk I just disturbed sitting on the beach. Sorry about that, guys and gals, but they're going over to hook up with their buddies. We'll get out of their hair. River looks beautiful. It's a little low, but it's that time of year. Let's finish checking our fence line. Hey, have I told you guys how much mobility-wise this Ranger has helped staying active on the ranch with MS? So I have an EDSS score of 6.5, which is a disability. Technically, I should be using a walker. It's one step out from a wheelchair, and I fight MS every day to keep that from happening. So turn down here to look down the fence line. Everything looks, whoops, maybe not. We might have a problem up here. Get a little closer. Nope, it looks looks like a rickety old fence is what it looks like, but it does look like it's working and will work. I can't show it on video right at the moment, but I could test the fence. I carry the tester with me in the glove box of the Ranger. It's within reach. I just stick it out and drop the ground and can test anywhere along here without getting out of the Ranger, which, as before, that's pretty handy. Alrighty, looking around, there's the field we got to plant here pretty quick. Finish up there. Beautiful tamarack. There's the gold mine. And on that note, we'll say goodbye for today. More videos are coming up. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. Have a good day. Take care.